What's up guys and welcome back to another Wynand Crypto video. Guys, what I'm about to show you is insane. I've been diving deep into reports from the biggest TradFi giants. We're talking Citi, JP Morgan, BlackRock, and they're all saying the same thing. Over the next 3, 4, 5+ years, we're going to see the entire crypto space erupt in ways most people can't even imagine. But here's the kicker. It's not going to be about specific assets like everyone thinks. It's about utility-based crypto projects. And if you're holding XRP, you need to hear this. I've been reading these reports from massive TradFi players, not crypto companies, but traditional finance giants, and every single one of these reports is pointing to the same explosive future. Let's start with this crazy Citibank prediction. Stablecoins will expand beyond crypto trading and become part of mainstream economy. According to Citi's Future Finance report, the next 5 years will likely see stablecoins substitute for some overseas and domestic US currency holdings. Think about that for a second. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This is all happening with regulatory support. If we're seeing this massive focus on how successful stablecoins will be because of regulatory support, just imagine how successful utility-based crypto projects will be with regulatory clarity. Get this. Citi projects stablecoins will grow to $1.6 trillion by 2030 in their base case scenario. Their bullish prediction? $3.7 trillion. And crypto custody firm Fireblocks has noted a massive swing in stablecoin use, moving away from trading settlements and on and off-ramp trading tools towards actual payments. The stablecoin market could soon eclipse the entire crypto trading ecosystem that gave birth to it, as regulatory tailwinds allow integration of these fixed value tokens into the mainstream economy. This is according to predictions from global bank Citi. Now, when we think about all of this, here's what this is really telling us. We're going to see the entire space of networks and network tokens that these stablecoins move over also erupt with stablecoin volume and value. We're going to see stablecoins integrated into the system, and this is being confirmed by the global head of future of finance at Citi. This is absolutely crazy to see. The fact that we have confirmation like this, and stablecoins are going to be as massive as they are, tell us everything what we need to know about utility-based projects. Why, you may ask? Because if stablecoins are going to be successful, that means the underlying networks they're moving over will be very successful. We already know Ripple is positioning XRP and the XRPL for institutional DeFi initiatives, tokenization initiatives as well. And they've already launched ROUSD on the XRP ledger, but it doesn't stop at stablecoins. Institutional adoption is growing significantly around the entire crypto space. You can see from all these breakdowns that have happened over the last 3, 4, 5 months. Crypto adoption just continues to accelerate, and it's all from the institutional side. But check this out. BlackRock, the $10 trillion asset manager, met with the SEC to talk about staking options, tokenization, and even ETF approval standards. When we think about what's happening right now, the biggest players in finance, Wall Street themselves, are all flooding in to prepare and tap into specific initiatives within crypto. And we still have retail wondering if they should be bullish or not. How absolutely insane is that? Here is something massive from Zonix. The SEC has taken another significant step forward to tokenize securities. On May 12, the US SEC hosted a key roundtable called Tokenization, Moving Assets On-Chain, where TradFi and DeFi meet at 1 p.m. This comes right after Commissioner Hester Peirce's powerful remarks on why well-balanced, lighter touch regulation is essential for innovation and how DLT-based markets can create fairer, more efficient access to capital and prosperity. The SEC is now exploring conditional exemptions and regulatory sandboxes to allow the issuance, trading, and settlement on-chain. This could finally unlock large-scale adoption, giving institutions and investors a safe, compliant way to access tokenized assets with real value and liquidity. What's significant about all of this is that we're now seeing the biggest players giving legitimacy to this technology, to these tokenization initiatives. And it's not just BlackRock here. This roundtable includes so many big players. We're literally watching as Wall Street and the biggest financial giants are flipping the switch towards tokenization and digital assets initiatives, tapping into DLT, tapping into blockchain. This is a massive paradigm shift. Now on top of this, we got an update on May 9th. Florida pharma firm Logistics is using XRP for real-time payments in a $50 million financial deal, aiming to cut banking delays, FX costs, and boost supply chain efficiency. You might say, well, this doesn't really matter. You could say that, sure. But when you think about how big this announcement actually is, here's my take. People in this space are still questioning if utility means anything or if it's even a real thing. Those people are obviously missing the big picture or stuck on the Bitcoin train. I outlined tons of projects, and so many others will be extremely valuable once we shift from hype and speculative value drivers to utility-based value drivers. That's when the real value gets unlocked. I look forward to the future, especially one where DLT and blockchain is powering the world. And you might say, well, Wynand, this means absolutely nothing. But when we think about what's happening here, utility is being rewarded. How do we know? Well, Franklin Templeton tokenized hundreds of millions of dollars on Stellar. These institutional players are tapping into specific networks, initially just testing with a few $100 million, but at some point, and I don't think that point is too far off, probably the next 12 to 24 months, we're going to start seeing billions of dollars flooding on-chain, followed by trillions, which won't take much longer after we see the first few billion released on-chain. What's even crazier about all of this is that we're ushering into a regulated age. Look at this post. XRP added nearly 100 billion since Ripple's first major victory in the SEC case. We saw a market cap change of 235% and a price change of 200%. What I find insane about this is that it was just off the first major victory back in 2023. What we recently got was the announcement of the settlement agreement letter. I wonder what's going to happen once we see the SEC finally announce that this case is done. But what I look forward to more is what happens after, because we're already on a massive path toward institutional and enterprise-grade adoption. What does it mean for institutional players to see that something like XRP has 100% regulatory clarity and immense value from the utility side? We already know the utility side of XRP is very valuable because we've heard from Ripple companies that tap into Ripple and big banks that have confirmed it through POC trials. This is why I'm still focused on this lawsuit, because we're ushering into utility age at the exact same time we're seeing some of the biggest moves on the regulatory side. Look at what's happening with big players like Bitwise. We're starting to see more access to crypto than ever before becoming reality through TradFi giants. Matt, the CIO of Bitwise, recently posted about what happened in the last 24 hours on the 8th, highlighting Robinhood moving to let Europeans trade US stocks on Solana or even Arbitrum. Think about how crazy this is. Trading stocks on public blockchain networks, and SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce also gave a speech about allowing stocks to be issued, traded, and settled on blockchains. Superstate announced a platform allowing companies to issue and trade tokenized shares on Ethereum and Solana. Wall Street is moving on-chain. Finance is moving on-chain. It's only a matter of time until we start seeing trillions. We're talking about the FX market, $7.5 trillion per day. I think people underestimate the network effects that some of these markets moving on-chain will create. Look at the utility side. It's not just about how efficient XRP is to move value around the world, it's also how efficient the underlying DLT, the XRP ledger, actually is as well. Use cases are exploding in this space: humanitarian aid, cross-border payments, FX market transactions, tokenization initiatives, yield generation initiatives. All of this stuff is still at the beginning stage of adoption and utilization. We're celebrating $20+ billion on-chain around tokenized assets, but the total addressable market is in the quadrillions of dollars. When you think about what's happening here, institutional adoption is heating up, stablecoins are heating up in a big way. Now we have massive financial giants meeting with the SEC to discuss staking options, tokenization, and even ETF discussions. But the main focus here is having crypto on the public stage. Public stage with the biggest asset management companies, biggest financial giants, Wall Street themselves, at a time when they're preparing to bring Wall Street on-chain. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn notifications on because there's more free content coming your way. You're more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join my free Telegram below. If you want to long or short XRP, go to Wynand Crypto, and on this video, you're going to find a link to sign up to BTCC to be able to trade Bitcoin and XRP and other cryptocurrencies. And you guys, with BTCC and only my BTCC link, you can get a limited time $10,000 bonus on your first deposit. This is where I open all of my long positions and all of my trades. I think it's a fantastic place to be trading, so make sure to use my link down in the description below if you want to sign up and start trading XRP. I would be really thankful if you guys support my small channel with just moving your funds from your old trading platform to BTCC and then just racking in that huge bonus. It helps you and me. And if you own XRP, do your part, show your support. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Until the next time, Wynand Crypto out.